Hello and welcome to Capital City College. My name is David Keller and I am the Group Head of School for Engineering. Thank you for joining us this evening for our specialist engineering talks. I'm going to introduce the School of Engineering across the group. We span over 5 different campuses from Enfield, Tottenham, Angel of Islington, Westminster and King's Cross. Each centre has its own expertise and specialism, and during this presentation this evening I'm going to be handing across to our curriculum managers who run each centre and manage the expertise delivery. So first of all I'm going to introduce the curriculum manager for Tottenham, Bashar, and Bashar will go through the courses and tell you a little bit about the Tottenham campus. Over to you, Bashar.
Thank you, David. Let me just share my screen.
I don't know if you want to check with the audience that you can see.
Are you able to see my screen?
No, only able to see you, Bashar.
Okay.
So I don't know whether you want to, if you send the presentation to me, Bashar, I can try and share it if that helps.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen. You can definitely not see the presentation.
No, sadly not. Oh, there we go. Now I can.
Oh, you can see it now?
Yes, can see it now.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. Thank you, David. My name is Bashar Sali. I am the curriculum manager for Tottenham campus for engineering. And I'll be talking to you about what we do here at Tottenham in terms of engineering, the levels we run here, and how you can join, the entry requirements. So starting off with which courses we run here. So we run all types of courses here, ranging from level 1 all the way to level 4. So you can see we do level 1 diploma in engineering. We have 2 types of level 2s. So one of them is the well-known BTECs. And then you have also the more practical one, which is the PEO, Performing Engineering Operations. Then we have 3 types of level 3s, which is the BTEC as well, and also a 1-year course, 1-year diploma in engineering, the T levels, which are 2 years, and then we also offer the level 4 as well. In terms of progressions, so based on your GCSE grades currently, you can join us based on this table. I'll show you the entry requirements a bit later. So based on your grades, you can start all the way from the beginning at level 1 and then progress that way. Or you could come in with good GCSE grades and you can start at level 3 straight away. And after that, if you plan to go to university or plan to go level 4 or apprenticeships, you can see that all these level 3 routes can bring you to where you want to go in terms of progression opportunities. We'll talk about this level 3 because this level 3 1-year diploma. We only do this in Tottenham at the moment, so I will be telling you what we do in this course. So this is a 1-year course. It is highly specialized in terms of practical knowledge. You'll be spending most of your time in the workshop to learn workshop skills, which are highly sought after by apprenticeship companies. So the aim with this course is that after 1 year, you'll be ready to join an apprenticeship We will help you with CV writing and with applying to apprenticeships during this year. And it's a very successful course and it's very popular as well. So if you are planning to do this one, make sure you apply straight away. Then we also have the level 3 T level, which is a 2-year course. As David mentioned earlier, we do mechanical and electronics, but in Tottenham, we only do mechanical engineering. So if you plan to, you like the working with moving parts, with manufacturing parts, you would want to do mechanical engineering, which is this one, the T level in mechanical engineering. And as I said, the progression will be you can go to university with this, or you can join an apprenticeship afterwards. Then we also offer the level 4. So after your level 3, you can join the level 4, or if you've already done a level 3 in another establishment, and you have the GCSE grades or A levels, then you can join straight onto the level 4 as well. And that basically gives you a progression route to a higher national diploma, or you could join your carry on to go to university after that. These are just a few companies that our learners have gone on to in terms of apprenticeships. So you can see they are quite known companies. And that 1-year course that I talked about earlier, many of our learners go on to these type of companies. If you do your best, you're very motivated. A lot of these companies would want you with the skills that you've learned in our college. In terms of entry requirements, if you have grade 2s or lower than that, you basically have to start from the beginning at level 1. And if you want to join the level 3, then you would need at least a grade 4 in maths and English. I would say come to our open days, or come to our interview days, or have a look at our website. All the entry requirements are there clearly displayed. So that's it from me. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Bashar. That's a very detailed view of the Tottenham campus. So as I said earlier, each campus specialises in different parts of the engineering provision, and Tottenham specialises in mechanical. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to move on and introduce Saish now, who is the curriculum manager for Angel campus. And the specialism Angel is electrical and electronic engineering. Welcome, Saish, and I'm going to hand over to you to present the presentation.
Thank you, David. Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for attending this presentation. First and foremost, all the very best for your GCSE exams. Make sure you do well and get those grades. And I'll be telling you more about all of the courses which we deliver at the Angel campus, which is actually very similar to the courses delivered at the Tottenham and Enfield campus, like my colleague Bashar just told about. So I'll just get my presentation up very quickly. Okay, so the presentation here, I suppose it's on. Okay, so Capital City College Angel Campus.
We're not able to see your presentation. Sorry. Oh, there we go. There it is. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. So the Angel Campus, first and foremost, it is right at the cusp of central London. It falls in zone 1, so please, if you do plan to travel here, the best way to come here is public transport. Parking is very expensive, and that can be a problem. However, it is very well connected in terms of public transport. Lots of opportunities being in the cusp of central London, a lot of culture, entertainment, and we also have a lot of employer contacts. More on that a bit later. So the courses that we offer here, it's very similar to those on the Tottenham campus. We have the level 3 extended diploma, which is a BTEC. We also offer T levels in, like David said, electrical and electronic engineering, and also instrumentation engineering. And we also offer the level 2 diploma, which is a BTech again. It's a 1 year course. Basically, it acts like a feeder course to the T levels or the level 3. These are some of our students who are on the course. Here is a few of my students who had gone on an industry visit. Here's another student working on bicycles, which is basically one of the units that he studies in the Angel campus. So what is the level 2? It is a BTech. The highest grade is a D star, D star. Minimum grade is a PP, which is a pass. Basically, it acts as a feeder course to the level 3, and it is a mix of practical and theory, which students tend to enjoy to do the course. And it basically you will only get onto the level 2 in order to go on to the level 3. If this is only in case you don't have the GCSE grades to get onto the level 3. The main course that we offer over here is the T level, which is the brand new qualification, 2 year course. And you mainly do your T levels basically to get into apprenticeships, employment, and they also carry UCAS points if you do want to progress on to universities. Some of our learners who are on the current T level who are about to graduate this year, they have managed to get apprenticeships working with Hitachi, Covey, and also a Great Northern Hotels, which is basically a very prominent hotel around the King's Cross, around the King's Cross St. Pancara's railway station. Some other employers that we work with, Morgan Sindel, and also a Covey, like I said before. Again, T level, brand new qualification, very good opportunities. I would strongly recommend learners to consider this T level qualification. So how the T level is structured as basically you have your core 1 and 2, which happens in the first year. You also have an employer set project, which is basically like a theory about the design process. And it is exams that you'll be answering in the first year. And the grades range from A star to E. In the second year, you'll be doing an occupational specialism project. And this is basically a very hands-on, practical oriented project that will be completing in the second year. And the most important element of the T levels is the industry placement. You are required to take a mandatory 45-day industry placement. This basically improves your chances of getting into that apprenticeship and making that first impression with the employer. Something that the core component will be covering is basically the basics of engineering. Subjects range from manufacturing, mathematics, sciences, materials, business practices, quality, project management, behaviors, attitudes, standard operating procedures. Well, we cover the wide array of all the engineering subjects as a part of a T-level first year. And in the second year, you are doing a more practical oriented year, which is basically where you will be working with this. This over here is called a printed circuit milling machine. It is used to manufacture electronic circuits which go into any electronic component that you see around you. This over here is just an example. If you open up your iPhone, which do it safely if you do, you'll have a circuit board like this. We will teach you how these circuit boards are designed and also manufactured. Instrumentation is slightly different compared to electronics. Basically, instrumentation deals with sensing, can be sensing anything like temperature, volume, loads of things. And these are the two pathways which we offer at the Angel campus, especially being around central London, where the opportunities are plenty for these two streams. We also offer the level 3 BTech extended diploma, which has been around for many, many years. The the progression for a learner who completes the BTech level 3, we have many learners who have got many apprenticeships. They've gone into employments. There was a case where one of our learners got a job on offered to him on an open day that he volunteered to stay behind and help us, which was a very unique situation. But things do happen. Opportunities are plenty. It's down to you to take them and make use of it. It's a 2 year program mainly done by learners to go into universities. However, like I said, you can get apprenticeships, employment as well. The first year covers to a highest grade of about D star. Second year, you can go all the way about to D star, D star, D star. And some of the units that you'll be learning in the extended diploma, very similar to the T levels. You have elements of different branches of engineering, electronics, mechanical behavior, computer programming. You do have two exams, which is engineering principles, which is basically the maths and physics that you are learning right now. In the second year, you have many more interesting units. You have autonomous mobile robotics, which is a specialty of the Angel campus. You'll be working with circuits, you'll be working with circuit building, robotics, programming. And in the second year, you also do a unit called microcontroller systems, which basically teaches you Arduino and control systems, which is basically preparing you for the world of engineering, especially into the manufacturing sector, uh, which is where most of the industry is going towards right now. Every unit has about three assignments, except the ones highlighted in green, which are exam based, and it is mainly again coursework. So now for the entry requirements, your level twos, which is a 1 year course, mainly fours, I would say. Some threes would be acceptable. And the T levels and the level threes, they have similar requirements of about fives. Again, some fours are acceptable. And just make sure you study very hard, focus on your GCSEs, get the best grades that you can get, and wish you all the best. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Saeed. That was a very detailed presentation of the Angel campus.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we've covered the Tottenham campus, and we've also covered the Angel campus. I'm now going to hand across to King's Cross and introduce you to Mohammed. Mohammed, over to you.
Thank you, David. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your time this afternoon. Can you see my presentation? Sorry.
No, can't see your presentation yet.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second.
I think it takes a few minutes to. There we go. Oh,
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. So as my colleagues, have given you information for the engineering courses across Tottenham and Angel. So at King's Cross also we are running the similar courses, but I will just go through the difference. What is the difference? What we're not doing in other centers. So level 2 program. I'm just gonna go briefly into this one first, and so in terms of the requirements, I mean, it's really depend when you come in August, with the GCSE grade. So if like you have threes and fours, okay, then we'll have to start from a level 2 qualification. And in level 2 qualification, you will be studying around 7 to 8. You can see 7 to 8 modules. It has 2 external exams, and the rest of the work is the coursework. Yeah, and there will be some practicals involved in this. So in this campus, we do computer aided drafting, so and 3D printing. So that will lead to this module here, computer aided engineering. And you will having a soldering electrical circuit board to be done, which is electrical circuit design and construction. And then it has some basic units like mathematics and engineering materials and health and safety. So this is like the course structure of it, 7 to 8 modules with 2 exams. So we do exams in January and we do resits in May, which is happening around these days. The progression of that, if you perform good and you keep your attendance and punctuality good, and you can progress into the next year. Usually we take learners like with a grade profile of double M, at least moving to the level 3s. And in terms of the stressed work here, I have to just show you work experience. Yeah, so for work experience, for level 2 students, we have 70 hours altogether. So 70 hours, 35 hours needs to be done online, which we use a board called Springboard, and 735 hours where we find you the placement when you have to go in person and complete those hours, where we log them into our college internal system called Navigate. So that's the first qualification. The second one, we having the foundation diploma here. Now the foundation, as my colleague have gone through this one, this qualification is, the structure of the qualification is exactly the same as they have explained you. The modules requirements are, again, so if you're coming with the fours and fives, okay, then it's foundation maths, five foundation maths. It's actually for level 3 requirements. English can be four, ideally, yeah, four and above, okay, for level 3 qualification. Uh, with some exceptions, okay, which are allowed, we can help the learners again, say with the GCSEs, is no matter if they're still sitting in the level 3 qualification, if they have very strong maths, and then we have to support them in English, we will do that. If you're coming from another college to us, okay, then we would need a reference from your previous college. Course requirements are similar, okay, but what I just wanted to say, here is today's qualification. The first year comes with two exams. So the first, engineering principles, which is primarily maths, mechanical, and electrical principles, and we have a design unit here, engineering design and product manufacture. So there are two external modules. The rest of the modules are all coursework. Now, in terms of the um, work experience hours, if I just go back into that slide for you. So level 3 students, extended and first years, again 70 hours. So we do some hours online, again some hours where students have, where you will have to actually go to the placements, and we'll find you that placement for your work experience. So that's primarily, okay, for in terms of the modules, again we'll be doing, some mathematical work like calculus in the first year, mechanical principles, soldering work, as you can see here, electronic circuit and devices, that will feed into second year, where it comes into unit 6, which my colleague tried to explain to you, microcontrollers. And there's another module, unit 9. Okay, sorry, I can't see that here, okay, but anyways, because there's some other advanced modules, okay, in the second year, which we do here. Now, in terms of the extended, so if you perform good, again, like I tried to explain before, like in level 2 qualification, if you perform good and your attendance and punctuality is good, your natural progression is going to the level 3. Now, if the level 3, if you finish the first year, that is equivalent to 1.5 A levels. And if you are successful to make your way to the second year, okay, then we will be looking into, sorry, I'm gonna just go back into my slide. So for the second year students, when you move on to, then you will have 7 modules altogether. Okay, and these are the core modules, like you can see, it's engineering project. Okay, and it come with one external exam only. So in first year, we have 2 external exams in the foundation, and in the second year, it's only one exam you will have to sit. Entry requirements will be, if you are progressing from first year to second year, then primarily, like, entry requirements are attendance, punctuality, and the good grades you obtain in the first year. So first year come with a single grade, like you can get a pass, merit, or distinction. But then second year is again equivalent to 1.5 A levels, about the qualification. So this one is again 1.5 A levels. So altogether, when you finish your extended, you'll be having 1.5 A levels each year, which is equal to 3 A levels, and that's what most majority of the universities require from you when you are going for higher education. Yeah. On the other side, okay, if you want to go to the apprenticeships, then the qualifications also allows you to apply for apprenticeships for that. Okay, the other qualification we have started this year at King's Cross. Okay, this is the T levels qualification. Now the qualification will require entry requirements. Okay, in here we got that about 80% work which needs to be done in the classrooms, and then 20% is approximately where you will be doing industry placements. So the first year is heavily the modules which my colleague Saish explained you before, like these are the modules. Okay, so 17 modules altogether, and from unit like maths units to like approximately to mechatronics, these are the units highlighted, about 6 modules, which is core 1, and rest of the 11 modules will feed into the core 2. So altogether in first year, you will have 3 exams. So core 1 exam, core 2 exam, and there is an employer set project. And in the second year of this program, I will have a employed occupational specialism, and in King's Cross Center and Angel Center, like we do electrical and electronic specialism. So second year will lead into use of PCB milling machines, and a lot of breadboard and the soldering stuff needs to be done at the front to get the basics clear. Okay, and then we move the students towards the PCB milling machines. Okay, so this is the briefly, about what we are doing in terms of the courses. Okay, now I'm happy to just go through a little bit more in detail, okay, and then show you some of the work of the students. Okay, so level two students, for example, are doing, the work as you can see on the left hand side. Okay, so students will have to, you will have to, in this case, okay, design these models. And sometimes, as you can see in this trolley, like, okay, you have to design the base, you have to design the wheels, and then they will have to put together. So fitting needs to be done, tolerance needs to be taken into consideration, material requirements. So a lot 3D printing on the left side. On the right hand side, this is the module we specialize in the level 3 extended students. Okay, and that is robotics. As you can see, a lot of good work from the students. Okay, these are built up actually by students. We provide them the kits. Okay, and flat pack. Okay, they have to open them and they could look at the instructions, and they have to actually make them work. And on the background you can see a screen. Okay, that means the students actually have to use the programming. Okay, and then make the robots work, like giving them the instructions, okay, what they want them to do really. So a variety of, not only this, we've got a lot of variety of the robots work going on here. On the left hand side again and right hand side, you can see some very basic work of the student from level 2 and level 3. We start from the basic breadboard work, okay, and then encourage them to move on to the soldering. This is what you will be doing with us. Okay, and we got, I'm sorry. Then this is just a demo, okay, of robotics work. Okay, as you can see in this picture, a student giving on the background, the student giving instructions to the computer. Again, how the robot has picked up a block, okay, from here, and then they want the block to be moved from one point A to a point B, for example. So this is some of the work with the students to share with you. Okay, I think I have gone through the work experience hours already. The T levels is 315 hours altogether, and it's across 45 days. The T level work experience is only done in the second year. First year, we would encourage you to focus on studies, okay, and get the basic underpinning knowledge which you need for your core paper 1 and core paper 2 and your employer start projects. So when you're ready, then you done the exams, okay. These exams can be reset also in the second year when we come back, like in November and December time. But we'll have a lot of occupational specialism in the second year, means a lot of, again, at King's Cross, it's going to be a lot of breadboard, soldering, and PCB milling thereafter. So first year is heavily underpinning knowledge to get the basics, and second year is application of that knowledge, which feeds into the occupational specialism. Okay, and take our to build our students' confidence. Okay, mode. So we take our students to competitions also. The picture you can see the students here. Okay, we not this year, the last year. Okay, we took them to Barking and Dagenham College, and we had second and third position. And the project was like a reverse engineering. They were given like a Lego man, and they had to reverse engineer it onto the computer, and print out it later on. And this is this year. Okay, we went to the Croydon College. Okay, and one of our students got the third position across 20 candidates, across 20 candidates altogether, about 5 to 6 colleges attempted. So this is building students' confidence, okay, and independent skills, and then giving that right confidence, okay, out there that they can actually do it. So thank you very much. Okay, that's all from me. To hand over back to you, David.
Yep, thank you very much, Mohammed. There we go. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Mohammed. A really detailed overview of the courses at King's Cross and the enrichment piece that we do with the competitions and outreach to colleagues in different colleges across London. So thank you very much for that, Mohammed. And finally, I'm going to introduce Joe Hobbs. Joe Hobbs is the curriculum manager for the Enfield Centre. The Enfield Centre is ever so slightly different to the other centres in that we accommodate huge commercial and apprenticeship provision alongside the study programmes. We do also offer some adult courses with first aid, rope access, working at heights and track safety. But I'll leave Joe to go into more detail about that, and I'm going to hand over to Joe now. Welcome, Joe, and I'm going to, if it works, it's not working.
Thank you very much.
I can't bring you on for some reason.
It looks like I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, my laptop froze. Of course it froze. So over to you, Joe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, David. Cool. Thank you very much. We're here now. So thank you to the other curriculum managers as well. Really good detailed info regarding the courses that we're all covering. Today, I'm mainly going to be focusing on the two key qualifications here. We also do the BTEC Level 2 First Extended Certificate in Engineering here, along with the Level 3 National Foundation Diploma in Engineering, and along with our colleagues BTEC Level 3 National Extended Diploma in Engineering. But as I said, today I'm going to be focusing on two qualifications, the Gateway Level 1 Engineering course and the City and Guilds Level 2 Performing Engineering Operations qualification, often known as the PEO. These courses provide students with the knowledge and skills and practical experience needed to start a career in engineering. I'll briefly explain the facilities available here at Enfield and how they support hand-on training prior to finishing the progression routes available to students once they finish the course. So at the Enfield campus, we focus strongly on practical engineering training. Students spend a large part of their time working in the engineering workshops, where they kind of develop real technical skills using industry standard tools and equipment. Alongside these technical skills, learners also develop important workplace behaviours such as teamwork and other aspects regarding work placements. The aim of the program is not just to teach engineering theory, but also to prepare students for the expectations of the real engineering workplaces. And that also helps them to progress onto any apprenticeships within this engineering industry. The Gateway Level 1 is mainly for students who are new to engineering and want to build a strong foundation prior to progressing further. The course introduces the basics of engineering, workshop safety, tools, materials, and other simple engineering processes. Students start building up their confidence in the workplace and learn how to work safely and within that practical environment. So many learners, this is the first step in that world of engineering. During the Gateway program, students develop both technical and personal skills. From the practical side of things, they learn how to use tools safely and complete basic engineering tasks in the workshop. They also develop important employability skills such as teamwork, problem solving, and time management. These skills are essential in the engineering because engineers often work as part of that team and must talk to each other throughout to solve any technical problems. Gateway Level 1 is basically to support the progression into high level engineering study. Once learners successfully complete the course, they are typically ready to move on to the City and Guilds Level 2, the performing engineering operations qualifications. For some students, it also may lead into an engineering apprenticeship where they can begin working in industry while they continue their training. The aim of this pathway is basically to provide students with a clear route opportunities so that they can keep on adding to their engineering skills. The City and Guilds Level 2 PEO qualification builds on that foundation which was established at Level 1. This course focuses heavily on the practical engineering skills and introduces students to the types of tasks carried out in real engineering workplaces. Students learn about engineering processes, how to produce work, how to maintain high standards of safety and quality. During the PEO courses, students develop several key engineering skills. These skills include bench fitting, where students shape and assemble components using hand skills. Students also learn the assembly techniques and how to measure parts using precision instruments such as mics or vernier calipers. These skills are often are basically used within the engineering industry, so rail engineering, and also the mechanical maintenance side of things. So it's a good stepping stone for them, basically. Learning on the PEO program is mainly practical and workshop based. Students complete a sorry, getting some feedback.
Not for one day. Or give them that ID card so they can come. Yeah. And take it back at the end of the day. Yeah.
Getting some feedback here. My apologies.
If it's a one-day card, me personally, I'd just give them the plastic wallet thing.
So I will just carry on talking.
Joe,
My apologies.
Yeah, sorry, Joe. I think that was Brenda from reception. You carry on. It's muted now.
Okay, sorry everybody, sorry about that. So I'll start again from where I was on this particular slide. Apologies. Learning on the PEO program is mainly practical and workshop based. Students complete a range of engineering tasks that allow them to demonstrate their understanding and increase their engineering skills. So there are assessments that take place throughout the practical tasks, written assignments and demonstrations of safe working practices. So here within at the colleges, we also use basically a digital platform. So we have Moodle or there's Smart Assessor or there's Pro Monitor that we upload the work to, and we were able to give them feedback and they can see how they're moving forward. So the engineering department at Enfield is a well-equipped workshop designed to replicate real engineering environments. Students train using equipment such as lathes, milling machines, bench fitting stations, and precision measurement equipment. There are also specialist areas for electrical work and mechanical assembly tasks. These facilities allow students to gain hands-on experience using the same types of equipment that they're likely to encounter in a real engineering world. So the engineering qualifications can lead to many different opportunities. So after completing these courses, students may progress onto the level 3 engineering programs, an engineering apprenticeship, or employment in industries such as manufacturing or rail infrastructure. So these engineering skills are currently in high demand, meaning there are strong opportunities for people who develop the right technical abilities and work ethic. And so thank you so much for everybody for joining me today. I'll be happy to answer any questions at the end of this. So let me just stop my sharing and come back to screen. So sorry about the talking in the background there. It's one of those technical issues.
Yeah, that's absolutely no problem at all, Joe. I think Brenda dropped in from reception, and I think her mic wasn't on mute. So thank you very much for the audience, and thank you for the curriculum managers for giving it a very detailed sort of introduction to each campus and the specialisms and the nuances that we deliver. So thank you very much. So this is the point in the specialist talk that we hand over to the audience for questions and answers. So over to the audience. If you've got any questions, please put them in the chat and we can answer them from there. There we go. Okay. So Burek, so the railway course over in Enfield, if we're talking about the level 2, over to you, Joe. Yep.
Yes. So what's the question? It's difficult for me to see the question.
If you open the chat up, so the question was, I'll read it out. I thought it was going to be about the railway course at the Enfield Centre. So do you want to explain a little bit about the Network Rail course, Joe?
Yes, my apologies, David. So yes, so we actually work alongside Network Rail. So it's basically a stepping stone. The actual PEO courses that we're running is basically going to be more rail related. So rather than just talking about general engineering, we have in place more of a rail topic and subject, basically. Equally with the network rail, they're in on a weekly basis to talk to the students. Equally, there are outings to go to the rail industries, to go on site and basically things like that. As I say, it's just basically a stepping stone to gain a full apprenticeship within the network rail industry.
Thank you very much, Joe. And can you just explain a little bit about the involvement of network rail within the course?
Yes, yeah. So thank you, David. So network rail are basically work alongside us. They are looking for potential apprentices coming in on a weekly basis. We, as I just mentioned, we have trips out to the areas. As I say, it's just that stepping stone for network rail to gather new apprentices, basically.
Thank you very much, Joe. And I'm going to hand this one over to Saish. Usman has asked, are they going to get a place straight after the interview? And are we using the same IDs? So I'm assuming this is a first year student, not necessarily Angel centric, but just a general answer will do. Saish, thank you very much.
Certainly, David. Thank you so much. Yes, as soon as this call is over, everybody in this call will get what we call a conditional offer based on the entry requirements, which have been shown by all of my colleagues and myself. And all you have to do now is, well, answer your GCSEs very well. Make sure you get those grades. And then as soon as you get your GCSE results, head to us straight away, wherein myself or all of my colleagues in all the various centers will look over your grades and basically offer you a place into whatever course that it is that which is suitable for you. And in terms of the ID, well, I'm assuming it is your student number that you're talking about. Then yes, it is going to be the same, which is a very important number for your duration of the your time in the Capital City College Group. It is going to be the number that you'll be known by. So yes, please, if you can remember it very well. I hope this answers the question.
Thank you very much, Saish.
Okay.
Yes, it does. So I'm going to take a question. Anonymous has written, can we apply for multiple courses at different colleges? Yes, of course you can apply for multiple courses at different colleges, but when it comes to actually attending a college, if you're 16 to 18, you can only attend one college at a time because the funding restrictions only apply to one college. So if you tried to attend two different colleges, only one college would get funding, therefore the other would probably withdraw you. Moving on, can I join from the sixth form and go straight to level 3? Saish, you're closest to the sixth form. Sorry to bring you in again. Can you answer that one for me, please?
Of course, David. Yes, you certainly can. In fact, we've had several learners who don't find A levels that attractive, and then they do come to us, and I'd be happy to report that they do incredibly well and also go on to very good universities. So yes, of course, I'd be happy to. We all would be happy to have you. Thank you.
Brilliant, lovely. Thank you very much, Saish. Moving on to the next question. Anonymous has written, am I on the right course? I want to get my PTS card. If you're PTS meaning the track safety card, we do run the track safety courses as part of the adult provision over at the Enfield Centre. You have to be 19 plus to apply for that. And it's on our website. So we do run the PTS over in the Enfield Centre, which is the trackside safety. Moving on, I'm here for the level 2 PTS engineering course, covered that. Next question from Anonymous, PTS again. So hi, Trevor, Trevor Bryan. If you type your questions in the chat, we can see them and we can answer them, or I can hand off to the team to answer. We've answered Usman. Just working my way through the top. Please be patient, guys. Anonymous, how can I directly start for the course for the entry level. So entry level courses, Bashar, I'll hand it over to you, just if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks, David. So if you decide to join a level 1 course, you don't really need anything for that. So you can join the course if your GCSE grades are lower than expected. Let's say you haven't got entry to level 2 or level 3. You can join the level 1. We do require you to have what we call entry level 3 at least for the maths and English. So you can, if you don't have that yet, you can simply do that at the centers. So when you come here when you visit the center, you can do those tests for like half an hour, and then you can see if you have the entry 3 requirement.
Brilliant, lovely. Thank you very much, Bashar. So working our way through the questions, there's been quite a lot coming in. What grades do you need to do mechanical engineering at Angel or Westminster? Currently, we don't offer mechanical engineering at Angel or Westminster. Angel and Westminster have the specialisms of electrical, electronic and control, along with advanced manufacturing. The centres that offer mechanical engineering are Tottenham and Enfield. Anonymous, so that's the answer to that one. What specific software packages or hardware standards will we be trained on to ensure we're industry ready by the end of the course? Mohammed, I'd like you to take that one if that's okay.
Okay, thank you, David. Thank you. So from level 3 students, yeah, will be from software point of view, you'll be using the CAD softwares, okay, which are industry standards. So AutoCAD and the professional inventor softwares are industry based. From electronics point of view, the equipment you'll be using, also like is all industry standard, like starting from the basic breadboards to strip boards, and the robotics is all industry standard as well. The advanced manufacturing facility with the VR kits of welding VR kits is again all industry standard. The PCB milling, when it comes to T levels, that is highly industry standard. The use of multi-sims and Arduino kits again leads towards a very good industry standard. So all equipment will be using, is going to be in line with the quality perspectives from the industry point of view. Yeah, hope that answered the question.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you. One for you, Bashar. Is there a level 1 engineering course at Tottenham?
Yes, there is a level 1 engineer at Tottenham and also at Enfield.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. So I think we are working our way through the questions. What's the next intake? Will there be a separate interview? So the next intake for the courses at this stage in the academic year will be September. If you apply for the course online that you're interested in, if required, you'll be invited in for an interview, and then places will be offered from there. That's from Anonymous. So working our way up, we've got a few questions to get through. Okay, sorry. Software packages we've answered. What grades do we need to do mechanical engineering at Angel Westminster? We've answered that one. Is this for adult learners, Shamar? Yes, we do cater for adult learners. The adult learners are typically at our Tottenham and Enfield centres, but more specifically, our Enfield centre is we cater for our adult learners. If we've already completed my GCSEs, where should I upload them? I am in year 11. Okay, there's an answer to that one. If you apply for a level 2, okay, so over to you, Bashar. If they've already completed their GCSEs, where should they upload them? Talking to a year 11 student.
Okay, so if you have your GCSE grades already, you can hold on to them now, and then once we meet you in August, we will make copies of them. So you don't have to do anything with them now.
Brilliant, lovely. Thank you very much, Bashar. One for you, Mohammed, from Javel. I'm looking to complete my second year in engineering at level 3 at King's Cross. Would I need to attend enrolment day as normal or speak to somebody specifically?
Thank you, David. Yeah, so if you are coming from another center, yeah, then you will have to do briefly an interview at the front, okay, and then see what modules you have already done in another provider, with another college, okay, and then we see how we can fit in the second year for you. For example, you've done further maths in the first year, then we have to see some modules we have to might be pick up from the first year students. So yes, we do need to sit and then we need to look into modules you've done already, but we're happy to support you for second year with us at King's Cross. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Over to you, Saish, for this one. Abdullah has asked, hello, I wanted to ask for somebody who already has a French baccalaureate diploma, which level would be more suitable or recommended?
With a French baccalaureate diploma, I'm guessing this is something that you have completed after your school, and
So a baccalaureate is something that some of the schools offer, and it's like a higher grade qualification which encompasses like a collection of GCSEs. So to complete a baccalaureate, you're talking a very high grade GCSE score.
Oh, thank you, David. So yes, please do get your whatever qualification paperwork that you have, and then we can have a look at it. We have an on-site careers advisor who basically translates your grades from another country to the grade equivalents of GCSE in England, and then accordingly we can give you a place. Just by the sounds of it, I believe if you were to come on the Angel campus, we could potentially offer you the level 3 or the T-level programs.
Thank you very much, Saish. And for other baccalaureate students, including French, if you're from the UK, then typically we would recommend you go in at level 3 because you've got the GCSE grades to go in at that level. But obviously, please do talk to the curriculum manager when you go through that enrolment process, and they will place you best where you're best suited on the courses. Thank you very much, Saish. Anonymous, Bashar, what are the entry requirements for level 1 at Tottenham? The internet glitched when you said. So could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, sure. So if you want to go on to the level 1 course, and you don't necessarily need any requirements. If you don't have any GCSEs, what you can do is come to the center. We will give you a short maths and English test and see if you are at the entry 3 requirement, which is below level 1, and that's all you need to do. And if you can get at least entry 3, then you should be okay to join the level 1 course.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Bashar. So Barak has asked, so after this, will we get an email for a conditional offer to join the course? Mohammed, can you take that one for me?
Thank you, David. Yeah, yes, yeah. So once we finish the event, then there'll be conditional offers placed to all the candidates. Yeah, so you will be receiving, from the college. If you don't receive anything, please do get in contact with us, and then we will resolve it for you.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Mohammed.
no worries.
Thank you.
So, David, sorry to interrupt you, David. I've just noticed on one of the chats, one of the questions, when will the actual enrolment at the college to apply for these engineering courses? Have we got a date? Is it all going to be the same date throughout the whole colleges, or is it just going to be for? Can you help us out on this one?
Yes, I'm working my way through the questions,
Thank
Joe.
you.
So the enrolment, my advice for enrolment would be to go online and fill out an enrolment form. You'll be directed to the campus for the course that you're applying for, and the curriculum manager and the enrolment team will be in touch with an interview if needed, or a start date on the course if you can provide proof of prior qualifications. So the enrolment, we are open for enrolments throughout the summer, but typically after the GCSE results are published. And I believe this year the GCSE results are published on the 21st of August. So all centres will be open on the 21st of August, pretty much all day, all the way through to the 2nd or 3rd week in September. We'll be taking enrolments from people that just walk in. Okay, thank you very much for that. So I think, so last question. where can I directly put myself in a course I really want to start? So finally, for that one, I'm going to hand over to Saish. Thank you very much.
Well, that's a very good question. And to be honest with you, well, we have to meet you and look at your grades and qualifications first. And then based on that, we will make you an offer. These entry requirements are there in place for a reason, so that you are not disadvantaged at the end of the course. There are several universities, for example, which require the learners to have attained like a GCSE English or Maths at a grade 4 at least, so that they can take them on. So it's based on where you want to go, and also we'd like to get to know you a little bit more in terms of like what it is that you want to do in the future, and then based on that, you can come to any one of the centers. Me, Bashar, Joe, Mohammed, all of us would be happy to talk to you, and then accordingly, like, based on what we have, for example, mechanical at Bashar's campus, Mohammed and myself, electronic campus, Joe with apprenticeships, we will look at what we can offer you. So please do come over to any campus, and looking forward to meeting you and then guiding you to the right place. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much, Saish. So it's 26 minutes past 5. Unfortunately, I have to dive into another meeting. Doing a spotlight talk. So I'm going to hand over this to Bashar, Mohammed and Saish to field any last minute questions. But the final question before I go, Joe, you can jump across to the other meeting now if you want.
Thank you very much, David. Take care. Take care, everyone.
Cheerio, Joe.
Bye.
So the final question from Anonymous. If I study DT, Design and Technology, and I work at a grade 6 maths, and a grade 5 and grade 7 to 8 in French, grade 5 to 6 in English, what course would you recommend? In terms of courses, it's very much what interests you, but if you're working at that level when you can evidence that your assessments come in with sort of grades 4, 5, 6 and 7 in your GCSE results, then I'm sure the team would recommend you join level 3. But we'd be happy to talk and discuss that and place you on a suitable course. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this evening for our specialist talks. Okay, I'm just, there we go. Thank you very much, Bashar. Perfect. So we will keep the chat open for this. So if you've got any further questions, please enter it on the chat. But we'd like to thank you for joining us this evening, and please do visit our webpage or contact the centres directly for any further engineering related questions. I know I can speak for the team. We're more than happy to help and meet and discuss entry points moving forward. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheerio, everyone.